Welcome to lesson 11. So you guys are there. So if you just check on that. So I wanted to discuss first the status report I did the past few weeks, and who would like to do that this week? I'll write it down here. It's just reporting. It doesn't formal. It's just reporting. If you guys have, if you've seen the report, it's just like reporting what we did.
Logan, is your sound working? Real quick. I don't know if it is, but okay. So what does the status report consist of again? Is this just reporting the video you're saying, or?
Yeah, so like reporting what we did for our project each day, or what we have accomplished each day for our project. So I don't know if you guys have been checking the status each week.
Yeah, that.
And I will share my screen. So I don't know, can you see that? So what Eric did, he just have 3 questions, right? So this 3 questions right here, and all we have to do is just to answer it. So what was done in terms of project progress for today, and then you just write down what we did and then what is left for this week's project.
So you're asking who wants to do that this week?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask because I think the idea was just to turns this last few weeks.
Okay.
So who would like to do that?
Yeah, I could do that this week.
You said you can, Adam?
I can, yeah. So every day, including today, right? Or no, not today, but tomorrow.
Including today. So
including
you're gonna be writing a status report for today until Monday of next week.
Okay.
Except for Saturday and Sunday, because we don't really do anything on those days. So yeah. So starting today and then end on Monday next week. And you can just copy the layout, just the questions, and just like write down the stuff in it.
Sounds good.
Perfect. I will write you down on that one too, so I would know who will do it. Okay. So just weekdays. Yep, that's correct. Just weekdays. So is your microphone not working, Logan? Oh, your son is asleep. Okay. Hopefully we're not making too much noise. Okay. All right.
Okay, good. I can scream, I'm joking.
Yeah. So are you guys good with that? You want to move forward to the second step? Okay, so sprint 2 review. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did last week. But this week, instead of doing a planning poker, we're gonna do a burn down chart thing. So that's why I created an Excel, a Google Excel for us. I don't know if you guys are there already.
I'm there.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm there. So I just put days because it was just initial of it. So we're gonna have to present this. I was thinking because I haven't done a presentation. I'll volunteer to do that this week and present and post it. So So with the burn down, um, I still have a hard time figuring out how to create a burn down. I was looking at some YouTube stuff to see because our project is very simple in a way, at least, because the dam that we're going to be using is kind of given to us already by, well, I mean, provided for us already.
Mhm.
So it's just really simple that I'm not really sure how are we going to create a burn down chart for it. You know what I
That's what I
mean?
was thinking too, because it's like the burn down chart seemed like it was more of like everything was set up in different daily tasks or something, like and check your progress. Well, this one is more of like it's well, we planned it. Maybe there's a couple things we need to do, but other than that, it's just like okay, it happens in the day of, you know.
Yeah. So what I understand too is just like we're gonna do like multiple sprint. And so like the first sprint is like you plan for something and then you build it or you create it and then you test it and then you initial provide an initial product. And then you create another sprint where you do that same way again till like at the very end we create um, a product that we could, use. So that's kind of like what I understood, but I don't know. We can't really like test. I don't know. What
Yeah,
do you guys?
I didn't really understand the burn down chart completely either. Like, when we did the practice thing. I mean, I did it, I got an A on it, but I just did the calculations. But
Yeah. So like, how do you guys want to do that? Like, how many days? We can start from day one for like we can do week one, week two, week three from starting from lesson nine. I don't know. What do you guys thoughts about this? Because I really don't understand how to create it.
Well, we kind of already figured out how many points we need from planning poker. You could just do all those points combined over the amount of time we've had for this project since like
oh,
week 9.
that's actually a good idea.
Okay. Would
So then
you?
you just do, and then you could just do 5 days per week, not 7. So then 5 times what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, basically.
Okay.
It's like
Can we
25 days or
create?
something like that.
Okay. Can you help me create the burn down chart then? I know you guys are there. Are you in the Excel? I created one. I don't know if you haven't.
Yeah, I'm in there now.
So like just kind
Eric,
of.
could you explain that a little bit more? What you were talking about?
Hold on, I'll make a graph real quick. What I'm talking about.
So what I understand, you said that we're using the points that we use at the planning poker, right?
Yeah.
So the task that we wrote in there would be the task that we're gonna put in the burn down chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me open. So that would be in lesson 10.
10, yeah. Do you want me to add? I have the planning poker spreadsheet. Oh, is my sound on?
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
it
hear
is. Okay.
you.
For a second, I thought I had it muted. Okay, never mind. Um, I have the Sprint spreadsheet and the planning poker spreadsheet out. Do you want me to add up the total for each category?
Well, it depends what number we're using. That's the only thing that we have to decide.
Yeah. So let's put the task. So how are you gonna like format that? Like so the task first.
Yeah, and look at the example.
The tasks shouldn't matter as long as the points are in there. You're not supposed to do it. We can just go off majority. We just run a majority that way. More is probably better in this case, so I'll run with the higher number if there's a tie. It's gonna look really weird, but I mean, it's kind of the best we could do. I'll have to figure out how to do the graph though.
Did you mean to have two 20s?
Yeah, because it's only 23 max, so it's gonna look weird. I could just hit a 0. I mean, I guess nothing there, but there's only there's like not enough base. So I was like, we don't have that many points to work off of, but yeah, it's if I put it 0,
I see what
it's
you're
a
saying. So for each emphasis, you're counting it as one story item or whatever, and then that's just the remainder that we have left.
Yeah, so kind of looks weird because we only had 23 points up total, so kind of just did one per day, just divide it for dividing the total by how many days we have, and then just assume that we won't get anything done in 1 or 2 days. I mean, you can pick whatever day you want that the number's even on. That's kind of what I had thought.
I feel like this is a harder way to do it because we're not really actually doing it, you know what I mean?
So we're on the completed section. This is how much we've completed for these days. How much of the items?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like for this particular project, this isn't like the most effective way, but it's the way I guess he wants us to learn. So
Yeah.
We either need more points or more items or less days to make it look a little better than what we have here. But yeah, that's kind of the best thing I can come up with. And it's unless you guys have something better. I don't know.
I think it's a good idea. I can't think of anything better anyway.
One thing we could do is if we took into account weekends, there would be less days.
I get
Yeah.
that because there's 5 weeks.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I didn't even count week 14, which we don't really have any team activities on then, unless you want to knock out 13, because it did 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So it's 5 weeks. So it's 5 days per week. So I was like trying to pad it as much as possible.
Gotcha.
So where are we getting these emphasis numbers again? That's from our planning poker, isn't it?
Yes, I have our planning poker pulled up on my other tab.
Pretty much
then
whatever
why-
the majority is for each task. Like if the majority is 4, then we're counting it as 4 story items. Or 4
I
emphasis.
defaulted to the highest one. So if it's 3 3s and 3 4s, I did 4. That way our numbers are padded a bit.
So then why are these the completed so low?
Because I divided it over the amount of days we have instead of just dividing it into sprints. Unless you want to do that. That's the other option. Is you could claim that we did sprints over a certain amount of days and just maybe like plan the other days or something. That's kind of the 2 ways to approach it. Either divide it total or divide it into like small sprints.
Because I mean, if we need a graphical representation, the only way that we're going to be able to get a graph is if we show how many of each item, because the emphasis is a total, right? So these are 23 items is day 1, that's how many items. Day 0, that's how many items we have total.
Well,
But when we say completed, we're saying that we completed 0 just for that day.
how many story points are deliverable by that day? Not how many
Yeah.
items.
So for example, like in row 5, instead of putting 1, we need to put 2. Get it graphically representable.
Wait,
That makes
what?
sense.
You're saying that you want to
Yes.
have the total that you've completed up to that point?
Yes, because if we're going to have a graph showing that, because the graph is not going to show what we've actually. If that makes sense.
You cut off, Chris.
Okay, sorry. So if we just put in, so because our thought process is this is the total number of items that happen. By this day, this is how many we should have left. So on day 1, we should have 23 items, and on day 2, we should have 22 items left by the end of day 2, right? But if we're showing this is how much, yeah, exactly. So the total is what we should do in the graph instead of,
So more of a burn up chart then?
yeah.
If it's burning total, it'd be burn up.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Now that we can you put it right there. Yeah.
If you'd like, we can do a burn up and a burn down side by side.
No, that works. This works. We just had to change how the data was represented. Maybe. We could probably need to flip it. No.
Because if you do want to show the total, I just propose separating them and saying one's a burn down, one's a burn up. Just so he knows that.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I agree with that. 2 charts.
So making another graph.
They're not exciting graphs.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of the nature of these projects, I guess.
How do you edit the title? Customize.
I have a question with the blue line in our graph. What does that represent? What's that blue line? The completed one or the day?
Which graph?
And which graph?
Oh, both. So like this blue line. So like what does that like?
So on the top one, the blue line is how many items there are left, and on the bottom one, the blue line is how many items we've completed up to that point. They're literally the same thing, just backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just backwards.
the burn down and burn up, right? At the bottom.
Yep.
But shouldn't we have a two lines though? Kind of like
That's what Chris was saying.
That's what I was saying, but what if we're representing them two different ways? We can't have them on there because then they'll contradict each other. If that makes sense. One
down, you only need the one.
going down, the other will be going up, and everybody will wonder why. Because what you're trying to do by putting a graph here is represent a comparison between items that need to be done and items that are completed.
okay, because I only see this like okay, I get it now because like we're only showing the completed one. We didn't really put in the data the one that we planned because normally have a comparison of like what planned and what happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Chris, you were.
No, go ahead. So
So
yeah,
I was like,
this is because both of these show exactly the same data.
mhm.
And the only way that you're going to have them overlapping is if you do stuff with like bars and stuff, or you have one giant bar and each day takes up a little bit more space. I wonder how other people show this. I just want to look. Burn.
Yeah. I guess I'm not really. I don't know. Because like I understand what you're saying, Chris. Like what I'm just wanted to show them. It's like how of the plan and the of what we have actually did it. You know, like does that make sense? Because normally in a burn up chart, so at least that's what kind of like what I understand when I was, you know, like so normally in a burn up chart, kind of like what we did last week, where it shows like the planned days and then the actual days. You know what I mean? And then when we put a chart, let me just open what I did. Kind of like this, you know. I don't know if you see my thing. So kind of like when I created that chart.
Like
yeah.
Like,
so the
one on the left is different. That's a burn down, so that'd be the top chart. But this one is showing the top is the scope, and then the bottom would be the complete.
yeah. So normally we have a plan. Kind of like this is the points that we're going to be using in this day, right? And so if you see in the chart, the blue one goes down. This is the burn up chart, and then the actual points are the ones that we actually accomplish. And so it shows you like the red one and up, you know. And so like the down one was when we were ahead of the plan, ahead of time, and then like the ones above the blue ones are like we were behind the schedule. That's what I was kind of.
Yeah, that's the kind of chart I was hoping to create, but I guess
because we don't have actual. I think we only have an actual. That's what the blue one is. We don't really have like
a plan.
You know what I mean?
So
that's why we can't really.
We don't have the actual because we haven't actually done it yet.
Yeah.
So we don't really have like a comparison.
No, well, you have a comparison, but it's the comparison that is not easily represented by a graph.
Yeah.
I mean, we could make up a planned one, I guess, and then just have a actual up until this date, which was like day 15 or something. So it wouldn't be complete, but it'd be partial.
Yeah. And we could just
we would just make subtle differences so they're not just overlapping.
Yeah. And we can just add the points that we have done the previous weeks or previous days.
Did you guys see Logan's that he put up?
We think it's best.
Oh, my son just woke up, so I can talk now. But I was thinking that we could do something like this, where we put exactly what you guys were saying. We have a planned thing, and then we do the actual. But then we have what we daily planned at the bottom, like, or completed with that.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
That way, it looks more concise, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So how did they do that though? They have two different lines, and then they have bars.
We do the. It's easy to do the first two, but then there's a way you can combine two charts. I kept trying to figure out how to do it for the project. I mean, for that burnout thing that we did, but every place that I looked, they were like, "You jump through all these hoops," kind of thing. And I don't know Excel well enough to say this is how you do it.
If you guys can create like if you put like in our chart, if you just create, let me see, I'll just create one. Insert. Because we just need to show what we planned and what actually happened. You know what I mean? And I can help create the data where it shows kind of like what Logan is showing right now. You know?
That'd be good.
So I have to ask my husband to help me with creating chart because I'm not really good at Excel too. Let me see how he did it last time.
I think we definitely do need to have a planned and then the actual that goes till today. Because I think that will look better.
Yeah.
We decided what day this is. It's like week 11, so there's 2 weeks left. So it's like day 15 or something, 16.
Because we started at lesson 8. Did we start at lesson 8?
Well, we can also choose a fictional day that it is, because I got the impression that it's not based on an actual day that we're going to actually have the night, right? So I guess what I mean is a lot of these numbers are arbitrary.
I know what it is on the normal Excel. I'm just trying to find it in Google Docs. If you customize your chart type, it's combo chart.
It's one of those things. I know how to create the two charts separate, the bar chart and the line chart. I just don't know how to combine them.
Yeah, the combo chart helps combine them, and then
I didn't. I don't think I ever saw that option.
It's just
But
different in the Google. There's all these charts.
Oh gosh.
Where are you?
It is hard to create Excel in Google Doc, isn't it? Let me review how I did it in normal Excel. Usually.
That's pretty.
So other than this, do we need to discuss as we're figuring this out, what other stuff needs to get done?
Oh yeah, we have a quiz this week, don't we?
Yeah, I think we do. Because I mean, my wife is going to a doctor's appointment. Both my sons are asleep, so I can still do stuff, but I have plenty of stuff that needs to get done too. So just wanted to make sure that we,
Stand task. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
So, what was the adaptation of methods?
That was wasn't that a individual assignment?
It's actually no, it's a team thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the I thought you said the PM methodology. I was like,
No.
I just did that one, so I'm pretty sure that one was a.
No. So like what I said in the agenda, this is just a discussion just for our team. Remember when we did it in a waterfall, it's where the it says the needs that is obvious, the needs that was hidden kind of. I don't know if you remember that.
A little bit, vaguely.
Yeah, so I'll just show you screen share. So remember when we did, I don't know if you guys could see my screen, but remember this like project needs the obvious, project needs the hidden.
Yes.
Remember when we discussed that? So all we have to do, I'm not really sure if, I think because it's a discussion just for our team, I think we just have to create our own individual kind of like answers for all of this stuff, and then like we just discuss it to each other. Does that make sense? Kind of like what we did last
explain that a
waterfall.
little more.
Oh, so all of us individually in our team, we're gonna have to write something about this, right? We're just gonna write that. So for an example, project needs, the obvious. Well, we need like a location to do our team, We need a either an exam test, those are the obvious thing. So example project needs that are hidden. What are some of the hidden that we didn't really know in the beginning? You know what I mean?
Didn't know we'd have to do a burn up chart.
Stuff like that,
So we
right?
can put that down.
So and so like all of us will have to write something in here. We might have the same thoughts. That's okay. But I don't know if you guys remember this assignment. We did this last time in the waterfall project.
Yeah, I remember that. I think we could probably do that like sometime after our hangout call, because that's something we can all do individually.
Yeah, it's an individual. I think it is an individual, but we're posting it in a discussion board where only our team can see it.
And then I think we have to, by the end of the week, we have to comment on each other's posts.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Yeah. So this was just the same assignment that we did last time. So I think we don't have to do it right now in our meeting. We can do it after. We do have to make sure that we put our initial post by tomorrow and then like our final post by the end of the week. So that's pretty much what and then remember also we kind of discussed about we asked our team if we could go back and start from scratch on this project, what would we do differently and why? And so I would say that you guys just write down your thoughts about this one first, and then at the very end, we can discuss. We can have like just one person post this, and then we can just post under it or comment under it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So we can discuss that too.
Sorry, I my computer decided to go to sleep.
It's okay.
So, anyways,
Well,
But
I
yeah.
guess so. Basically, the biggest things we need to do is finish the burn down chart. Well, what needs to be done with the burn up chart still? Burn down chart.
Yeah. So let's finish that. I mean, that's the most important thing, at least for me, because if I'm presenting, I need to know exactly what I am presenting, you know?
Yeah, and then
I will
the
do,
quiz.
yeah, I will do, if you guys don't mind, I will just create the chart as long as you give me all the datas, like the plan and then the actual completed, you know? If you do that, I will create a chart and I will probably like send a message in a Google Hangout chat. And so you guys can go back to it and check it if it's correct. So let's not worry about creating the chart right now
Is this what you
because
want?
I
though?
can,
Okay,
yeah, I just need the data so I can create the chart.
I mean the actual chart
which
right now.
which document are we talking about? The one that we're currently working on, the burn down.
Yes. So if you just create like the datas that I need, I'll create the chart and show you guys and I will email you hopefully tonight or tomorrow of the completed chart.
Well, so
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about earlier what Logan's saying is look at the burn down. Is that how you wanted it? It took
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit
so.
messing around with, but
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I think
Oh,
tonight.
sorry, I was just trying to make everything more readable.
Oh, I was just trying to mess around the chart. It was like driving. I don't know if you saw it driving me crazy. It kept reversing it. I had to change it.
My bad.
No, not you. It's easier in Excel. The Google Docs is what I was fighting. It kept changing. Like the system kept changing on me every time I changed something. I had to
Yeah.
like manually.
I think that looks
So-
pretty good.
Our legend doesn't say anything.
you can. I don't know, man.
So we have two on Wednesday. We have the review, like we normally do, which Adam's taking care of, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and then we have adaptations of methods, Scrum instruction. That's a discussion board
Within our group.
within our group. We talked about that one. And then goodness. Then we have
The quiz.
the quiz. So we just got to do the quiz today.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I'm on the same page as everybody else.
No worries. So are we good with the burnout chart though? Go back to it.
I think
Like
so.
our data. Is that the data that we want to present?
I think that's it. And apart
somehow
from if
imagined.
you want to add like actuals, but I don't think it really needs
All right, Mr.
it
Chuck.
needs it.
Do we have to create a calculation for ideal velocity, actual velocity, and forecasted and stuff like that?
Possibly. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you guys just want to do that real quick?
Sure.
I'm just gonna.
Better safe than sorry. Yeah.
Then
Ideal velocity is the emphasis remaining, and actual velocity is somewhat the actual completed. And forecasted is like plan on completing. They're already there.
so I have a question for you guys. With the actual velocity, because I look at what Brother Salisbury posted, the answers at the announcement, and when I calculated, my actual velocity was different from his. But when I calculated for, let me see, let's go back to it. So I just want to understand it because
No, I agree. I agree.
I was just really confused because there's different kinds of burnout chart that we have to do. They're like formatted differently, so I wasn't really sure exactly. It was just like confusing for me. So I'll just share my screen. So this is what he gave us, right? Let me
Yeah.
open. So this is what you guys know what I put in my answers now, but I don't care. But
Oh,
so I got 12.5. So I understood how to do ideal velocity. So it's like this is how I counted. So the actual divided by the days, right? That's how you do ideal velocity.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And so my answer was different. I just did this. So because I look at project K, this is project K, and his actual velocity is 10.77. So
That's the
mine,
same thing.
it's the same thing. You rounded differently than him.
He just rounded up a little more than you did.
So you
oh,
just
no. Like, wait 1 second. So my answer was actually different. So I actually tried to figure out to get 10.77. So
oh
what,
okay.
yeah, so this is where I get confused because when I tried to figure out how to do it, I did actual. So what's remaining in the actual? So like this one, divided, oh gosh. So divided by the day that was done. Does that make sense? So that's the only way where I could figure out that. That's how I did it. That's how I got the answer. Is that right? Is that how you guys do it?
That's how I did it.
Yeah.
So, but with like, so now with, so that's the project.
I don't know, Chris. I mean Eric. I was looking at Chris's name when I said it. Eric really helped me out with what he said in the group chat on was it Friday or
I think it was Friday.
I
Or
was
Thursday. I can't remember.
yeah, one of those days, whatever
That helped
day.
me too.
It was, I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense.
So like, so with you, I just want to make sure. So it's the actual divided by when it was done, right?
How many days it's been. So it's like how many you've done per day.
Or this one, or how many? Feel like I'm getting it differently. Uh,
Well,
sorry.
that's just how many were completed on that one day.
Yeah, that was actually completed on that day. You want to use actual remaining,
Actual remaining. Oh.
right?
Well, you want to use the total minus the actual remaining divided by the number of days.
Oh, really? I think
23 minus this one
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
divided by 9.
oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Because I was so confused because this is different from. Wait, is this different? No, just kidding.
So when you're calculating your velocity, you're calculating on average how many you've done per day. So all you do is total up how many you've completed and then divide by the number of days you've been working on it.
Oh,
Yeah, just
that
like an average.
oh, that makes.
Well, not to try to make you sound dumb or anything. That's not what the statement was for. It was just like yeah, like an average.
Yeah, no, it's okay because I have because see, like for some reason, Project K and Project Q I got wrong, but then like Project W I got it right. So it's like, well, what am I doing wrong? I guess I just kind of confuse myself or overthink about it. So with the forecasted completion, this is where I think I got it wrong. Yeah, he got 23.21 and I got 13. I was like,
I think I got 13 too. I don't remember.
So the
how?
forecasted completion is you take the actual velocity instead of the ideal one and calculate how many days it would take you if you kept that actual velocity to complete all of
Oh
your
yeah,
items.
that's right.
So it will be like equal to actual velocity, so 10.7.
Yeah.
Equal to
No,
12
it would be your complete balance, so your total balance divided by your actual velocity.
Complete balance.
Oh
So,
yeah,
So
The 250.
how many items are left
this one?
divided by your
Well, the total, because you're trying to figure out how many days it would take in total. So you would just
Uh,
take 250, yeah,
50 and then
and then divide by the actual velocity.
well, ah,
yeah.
it
I get
all makes sense now.
you guys are the best. Yeah, I was confused. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, it doesn't cost us anything to talk about something together.
And
I
it's better to admit you don't know how to do it than just think you do and get it wrong.
yeah, I get yeah, I don't mind asking question. It's just that me I'm asking so much question that it
Yeah.
annoys people.
You're always
No, you're fine.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to our burnout chart then. Let's do it in a burnout chart. All right.
Do we
A
still need the
velocity was-
burn up chart if we have that other one?
I don't think so.
No, we can get rid
I
of
feel
it.
like yeah.
The other one's so much better.
Yep.
So on a side note,
Uh-huh.
son recently was starting to. My older son recently started climbing out of his crib, so we got him a toddler bed. But he also knows how to open doors, and so he'd put him to bed, and he'd just like play in his room for a little bit, and then be like, "I'm kind of done," and then just like open the door and walk out.
No.
So we started like we have to lock the door. Well, today he fell asleep in the rocking chair in his room.
That's funny.
It was super cute.
Yeah, my son just started climbing, not out of his crib because he sleeps in a pack and play, but
Yeah.
he started climbing into my chair, and so there's been a couple times where we've come into the front room where my chair is, and he'll be sitting in the chair, just sitting there, and we were like, oh. Because he still doesn't quite understand gravity
Nope,
or the consequences of gravity, I should say.
definitely not.
You mean I can't fly? That's basically what I can hear him say every time we tell him we say you're gonna hurt yourself.
Hey Eric. I just have a question for you. So with the emphasis remaining, how did you get number 23? Did you how did you come up with that number? I know you kind of explained it, but would like to
I went to our poker
Uh-huh.
and I added up all of the story points in there. But if it was tied, I just took the higher number. And I did the majority.
So all of those points from day planning to broadcast invitation, you add all of those?
Hmm. Not per person, but per category.
Category. Can you show it to me? I'm so sorry. I'm at the Excel.
You're in this page, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at it right now.
So do you see how we had 3 2s and 3 1s? To make
Yeah.
it so that we had more data to work with, I did 2 for this one. So it's 2 points. And I moved on to the next one. and this one I was tied again, so I took 3, and then I moved on again. So we're at 5 for the first 2, and then move on to this one. Took 1 for this one. You're not usually supposed to take majority with most planning poker, but I mean, it's just a school project. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And
So,
usually the numbers were only different by like 1. So
Yeah.
yeah.
1 is not going to make a big difference.
So you just did the ones with the highest number?
Mostly, yeah.
The
Okay.
majority, and if it's a tie, you take the higher number.
I didn't do 0 for this one though. We just need all the points we can get. Because I mean, we are doing stuff, so we need to show that we're doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
I added a column for you in case you wanted to know the specific numbers for each one.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Mitch. That clears it up for me. And then with the actual, how did you get 1 for each? Does that make sense?
That's what we're doing. That's what
I think we're just
doing.
saying that, you know, we kind of just made it up. Like we just said, okay, we did 1 this day, 1 this day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
you just
done on
wanted to-
average at least 1 a day is what we were implying,
Oh, okay. Okay.
which is true. We've been working on it.
Yeah. And we're technically we are kind of done with the project because we have
It's a fake project.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we want to show that we're working on it. It's good to show kind of where you're at, and this kind of displays it better
Okay.
than just like saying, "Hey, we're done."
Yeah. Perfect. So that's good. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And so we're done with creating. So pretty much we're done with the creating the chart. And then daily scrum. The daily scrum is at the just this one, right? It's just the status report thing.
Yeah, it's the status of.
And then I'll just present it. And then
All we have left is the quiz, and then we individually post on the adaptation and methods board.
Do you guys want me to do the daily Scrum discussion board things?
oh, I think Adam said he will do it.
Yeah, I'm taking care of that.
You can do next week if you want, Mitch.
I'll do next week.
We still have 12 and then 13. I think that's it.
Yeah. So how many presentation do I have? I know our teacher said that at least 2.
No,
So-
he said
You
try.
need to have at least 1.
Oh, at least 1.
Everybody needs to have at least 1, and then some people are going to have a chance to do 2.
Okay.
Yeah, he said
Ideally, everybody will have 2, but it's probably not a kind of big deal.
Okay. I'll do it this week. And so if there's anybody who haven't done it, give me-
I think
If not-
everybody's done 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I'll do it then because I need 1.
So should we work on the quiz now?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have it open.
Okay.
I have it open. Yeah, I've got it open, so I'll screen share.
Only one person has to open it. We don't need to take it.
Yeah.
Is it the
I
same
won't
thing
make
where
that
nobody
mistake again.
submits it?
Yeah, just the one person submits, just like last time.
Yeah. After that one experience, I won't ever forget. Or not scrum roles.
Okay, which of the following are not scrum roles?
Can you wait? Let me see.
Is it A? I think it's A or E, right?
Triggered. It's only one answer.
Maybe
I
representative.
think it's one of these two as well.
Yeah, because I remember reading about there's team members. There was a product owner and there was a scrum master.
I'll go with letter A though.
I'd say A.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because isn't the product owner basically your customer representative?
Is he the chicken?
The chicken is completely invested. No, the chicken is not completely invested.
He's
Yeah.
the silent leader kind of thing.
They only have to lay eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking about chicken nuggets for a sec and not about breakfast. And so
now
then
I want chicken nuggets.
so I was like, oh yeah, they're completely invested. They're the chicken nuggets, but
Yeah.
Invested in sauce.
Agile Manifesto. Oh wait, that's
Does Agile prefer software over documentation, and Waterfall's the one that prefers documentation over software?
Yes.
So, okay.
Agile Manifesto.
Well, that we're saying that one does belong, and we have to pick the ones that don't
Oh,
belong.
sorry. I'm
Sorry, no, I confused you.
This is like what does not belong to cornerstone of the Agile Manifesto.
Well, what is processes over people? What is that talking about?
Maybe like you focus on getting.
Oh, it's not who's getting the task done, or it's more of that the task is getting done.
Maybe
Yeah.
That
Pretty
makes
sure
sense.
that's wrong.
That makes
So
sense.
C is good to check.
Oh, sorry. That is part of it. Customer
No, I
count.
mean, I think it is individuals and interactions over processes and tools.
Yeah.
In Scrum.
Yeah. Well,
it's like the opposite of A, and we think A is part of
Well,
it.
in Agile,
Oh, I found a website. Let me share it.
As in check number
A
6.
cheat sheet.
Yeah, I linked one too.
Can we
It's
check
open
out
notes.
the site for it?
I'm
Can
pretty
we-
sure they took the answers from the site. Like straight at the 4 values has like them word for word.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
well,
the name
at
of the
least
site
we
again?
have a source. If you know,
Oh, that's the site. Start sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
I'm not sure. Are we like allowed to open a website?
Yeah, it's open notes.
It's a discussion more than it is points.
think of it this way: it's more us studying for the test than it is for us actually taking a quiz.
Yeah. Okay. I almost have a heart attack. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
Okay, so we think C is not one. What about B? Sentence change over
I
responding to
think
change.
B's the other one.
I don't know if you guys could see my screen. I'm sharing it. I see
Okay.
4 core values of agile software development as stated as the Agile Manifesto emphasized. So like C is the only one that that it's not included. I don't know. Just check
Well,
on my
and B, because they're
and
saying that
B's.
they respond to change over following through their plans.
Oh yeah. So
Everything else.
because like yeah. So I found a website for it just in case if we're wrong. I will
I think the one
copy
Eric
and
linked is pretty good too.
Save that somewhere. Quick.
Poké Ducks.
So when we challenge, we can
Yeah.
challenge and get points. Like how somehow we got extra credit that one quiz.
Okay.
Okay. PMI.
Let's see. In what ways are PMI Agile and Professional Scrum certification different? Okay. Let's go figure that out.
3 years of experience. How my goodness.
Oh, I remember. Go to the PMI website or the yeah, they talk about the certificates and how much experience you're required to
I
get.
just googled PESM versus PMI.
So that works too.
I did the same thing. question again? What were you
Let's see, which one was it?
PMI and PSM certification.
Well, it depends on which PMI you want, but most of them require a secondary degree, and about 5,000 to 4,000 hours of project risk management experience.
Hmm.
And 40 hours of project scheduling or risk management education.
Definitely not D.
Yeah.
So wait, is one specific to a certain field?
Well, PMI is from the Project Management Institute, and I don't know what the PMS is from.
So this one is wrong. C and D we can count out.
Oh, wait.
Couldn't B be true?
B, yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. That one's definitely true.
And
Well,
is Scrum used outside of software development?
It is.
Okay.
E seems so darn specific.
Well, I almost want to say D is correct, but in the sense that it could be in the or section, like either you do this or you have to do this.
I think B's correct.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. PSM requires an oral examination. Yeah, seriously, why are these like so specific?
I know, it's like, is it always required to do that, or I don't know?
I don't think that it requires an oral certification. I think you just take it like an exam and you're good to go. Like I'm looking on scrum.org and it says you just have to take this assessment and then GG easy. But one attempt costs $150, so don't screw it up.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Phew. I keep on running into CSM online.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Me
like,
too.
I don't care about CSM.
I know what you mean.
I'm down for just putting B and moving on.
I mean, it could be a. You think
Or
it's another
and-
one
and
though?
E.
Because it is.
I haven't
mean,
seen anywhere that requires an oral examination.
It could just be one, but I don't know.
Wait,
You
There's
said PMI. PMI definitely is a test passing.
Oh, I was just thinking the first half is not true. So I'm sorry. I'm thinking it's not that. I keep confusing that this isn't the one that's the not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay.
You can always go back, I guess, but
Curse that flipping question. But anyways, which of the following are principles that drive the creation of the Agile Manifesto?
Hmm.
I'd say welcoming change.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just think of like
That's all about,
lean
isn't
and
it?
stuff like that. That's part of the.
I don't know. Is E true? I don't know if E is like necessarily. I mean, I don't think it's false, but I don't know if it's necessarily.
Well,
Well, it is
debatable.
effective, but
Yeah, I mean,
like-
it would be good, but I mean, I don't know if that's really what they emphasize
All that I remember with Scrum is they are like coordinating.
all the time.
It's like
well, I mean, like the 15-minute meeting is supposed to be face to face if you
I-
can do it.
Is it supposed
Yeah,
to? I guess so.
they're-
Then, yeah, then maybe that is it. Then, yeah.
they're doing a lot of like, okay, we're meeting tonight on what we did today, or
I
we're
think C
meeting
is it as well.
every twice
they
a
want you
week
to
on what we
be
did the week.
Okay.
preferably
I think
face
it's
to
every
face, I
answer.
think, right?
Yeah.
Let's. Mitch just shared something.
And that last link, it has all of them in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might be all of them.
I mean, yeah, because like A definitely seems like the Scrum way. I guess I don't know. A lot about individuals, I know.
Oh, come on, bud.
That is a sustainable.
Frag boy.
Where quiz
Okay,
is
we
always
good
so
with that
long.
one?
I know,
Do we
right?
have to- Okay.
So all
Yeah,
Oh.
last exam was like 40 questions. I was like,
I like lost motivation the last 10 questions.
I lost motivation the third question in.
burn down charts, product log. They're definitely common, so not those.
So,
is
what's a
it
Kanban board?
is it
What the heck is this?
Isn't
I
the
feel like we did talk about that.
yeah we talk about that
Kanban board
right?
have to do with? Oh, I feel like I just read about that one.
Would it
When
be
I was studying
Kanban
Toyota way.
board is a workflow visualization tool that enables you to optimize the flow of your work.
Yeah, so it has to do with the lean or the Toyota way.
I think it is not Kanban. I'm pretty sure it's an agile methodology, but it's not a Scrum thing. You either have a
Yeah,
Scrum
that's
board
what I mean. Like
Okay.
it has to do with the lean, agile, or the Toyota way, not Scrum.
And what does it mean by user stories?
User stories are what you use to do the
Product backlog,
portfolio.
right? You use that for the backlog,
Yeah.
backlog, yeah.
Yeah, the
description of a story item from the end user's perspective.
yeah the user story is what you use to do the story points.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Earned value management chart?
I think at least for me, I don't think earn value is for the Scrum. It's
I
just my
remember doing that in Waterfall.
yeah, that's what I thought.
But I mean, I don't know if that's exclusive to Waterfall either.
Hi, Goo.
I don't know.
When did we do the earned value management chart? Was it for the last project?
I'm pretty sure that was for Waterfall Project.
Then I'd say that that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
We do have an agile EVM due in week 12.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Fine then.
Okay, never mind.
But it's weird because
You know.
it's called an agile.
Oh, but it's called something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
so-
technically the question isn't asking like if they're never used. It's just what's not common.
Yeah.
That's why I hate this question.
Yeah,
Well,
I love ambiguity.
Well, I hate ambiguous questions.
How about user stories? It's part of product backlog, but like
They they are a central part to Scrum.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with C and D. Yes.
Sounds good.
Is that a
Yeah, I
hiccup?
think it's something separate.
No, I was just like,
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Which one of the following is not a valid Scrum rule?
Oh, okay. Let me find that.
A.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yep.
Let's see.
That's the only one that I was like, that sounds really counterproductive.
Planning poker uses the mathematical sequence to aid in the negotiation of scope estimate.
Fibonacci.
Yeah, the Fibonacci.
Fibonacci.
Usually the
I like these questions. Oh, baby. These are the easiest.
Yeah, this is a great question.
I love how it's like just a random order, so this question could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
Noli, what's your last name?
Griggs. Griggs. Yeah, good job.
Your last name,
K-A-H.
Adam?
Yeah, K-A-H-M-A-N-N. Common, yeah.
Eric?
BRICH.
Yep.
RI. Okay. Everyone
Right.
does that.
Logan.
Hampson, Hamson. Yep.
One person.
Then Mitch.
No, Jana.
Harvey.
Harvey. Harvey.
Still remember.
I think that's all
My
right.
favorite champions in league.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Your support main. You're the real
That's one of my favorite
MVP.
roles.
KB.
Yeah. Top mid and support are my favorites.
What'd you say, Eric?
Nothing.
Wait.
When I play support, I build Death Cap.
Hey, Death Cap.
One of my favorite heroes is Bard. I play a mean Bard.
So definitely E. And then, is there a sprint retrospective?
Yeah.
Yes, all of them except for concurrent engineering.
Okay.
Come on. Boop.
2 left. We can do it.
Okay.
Design questions accomplishes quality assurance in a daily stand-up meeting. Okay.
Quality assurance. Man, that's a not fun. Look, as an employee, quality assurance is not fun.
No, in the next scrum.
I mean, quality assurance is kind of like reviewing. So maybe what have you done since the last daily scrum? I don't know.
Well, quality assurance, a lot of times it's like, what could you simplify? And if the customer liked what you did, because with a scrum, each time you have a product, right?
Yeah.
So what about the product was good and what about the product was bad? I think that's kind of what they're talking about.
What you have done since the last daily scrum?
So it would be this one then?
No, that's
No.
no. He is yes.
Yeah,
No.
I'd go either D or A. So
I think it's C, isn't it?
I was thinking about C as well.
What about W?
I think W.
I think-
Yeah, W. I vote W.
I think it's C.
What about how is your
Explain.
quality? I don't know.
Why do you think it's C?
Yeah.
So for here, I know if you look at my screen. So what? This is the 3 questions. And
You're not
this
sharing your
is
screen.
your
Oh, there you go.
They're just
Yeah. So that's the one that I found. It's like, what did you do yesterday? What you will do today?
That's for the daily meeting. I think we're talking about the review, aren't we?
Well, daily scrum, isn't it? It says stand
Daily
up.
stand-up
Yeah,
meeting.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. I
Daily-
think she's right then. I thought we were talking about the Scrum review, and so I was like, no, the Scrum review is you're not asking those 3 questions.
That's okay.
Okay.
So what, either A or D?
I think we went with C
Yeah.
because it was the actual. Well, it could be also what's impeding your progress then.
Yeah,
Based
it
on
could
that.
be, but I think this one is more of an answer because when we talk every day about what's going on, it's were you able to finish the work that we should have gotten done today?
Well, this is will you be able to, not have you already done it.
Yeah, so you do think about B, but this is the more central question.
I still think it's D, but I'm down to go with whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, I was thinking C as well, but I'm not like 100% sure.
Pull that
But-
page back up.
Mitch, what's your
Well, if you're talking about like your progress and are you going to be able to finish, that's more of your completion of it and not your quality of it. And by reviewing what you've gone over the last day, you're kind of reviewing it and seeing if it's quality and you need to rework anything or not.
I mean,
okay.
I guess I was thinking C with the quality because, I mean, maybe like your customer like wanted a certain like something done, and the word commitments like did you like accomplish that task that the quality that the customer wanted? I guess I don't know. It could go either way. I don't
It
know.
almost makes me wonder if the question really is trying to say which of these is one of the three questions.
Oh, it might be B then. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Guess what? The answer is gonna be A. Just watch.
Because it's like accomplish quality assurance in a daily stand-up. I think because you're like asking what has, kind of like.
Now that Magnolia pointed that out, then that made me think, wait, is it talking about the three questions?
It's just asking about the quality assurance too.
And I think the three questions are the quality assurance.
Yeah.
It almost makes me feel if we can't figure out what the question is asking, it's like it's a poorly worded question.
Yes,
No,
I agree.
Aren't A and D both in? They're both one of the three questions.
Yeah.
Well, I know B is definitely one.
It's the kind of like the last question that you ask. What is impeding? Oh
Well,
my.
quality
This
we
isn't
put it
worth
to
that
a
many
vote?
points. Just pick
No,
one.
it's not.
So we put it to
Let's just go with B. Let's just go with B.
Go. No looking back.
that will be one that we can probably challenge
Yeah.
for sure.
No matter- even if we get it right, we can challenge it.
Oh my word.
According to Alistair Cockburn, which of the following are keys to an effective burn down chart? Yay!
Yeah, we can actually look up his name.
Right? There's a specific question. What's his name?
Why would you ever name your kid Alistair?
Dude, that's a dope name.
Alistair.
Yeah.
Alistair. Alistair.
I'll name my kid that.
You never mess with a guy named Alistair.
It's more of a European name for me.
He's
Yeah, it's very European.
he's clearly going to be a king.
I think his last name's more of an issue.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh no.
No, did you notice he's the one that came down
Why?
with burn down? So he's got burn in his name, and he came down with a burn down chart.
It's not the only thing, Brendan.
I will never think of the burn down chart the same way ever again. Now I know where the name comes from.
You better burn that down.
Anyway,
Okay, so what is he saying? He says, according to the search, which of the following are keys to an effective burn down chart? Okay. Checking burn down chart.
It's like none of them.
Got him. It's a trick.
Just
Does he look like a doofus, or is he like actually cool looking?
Yeah, he looks kind of weird.
looks like what I'd expect as a project manager.
Oop.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I'm still listening. Just give me a second.
I'm trying to find some stuff on this. No.
I thought this would be the easiest one.
Oh, think
Yeah,
different.
for real. You just gotta get direct quotes, but
I
what?
found a good picture of him. Can you click the button?
I tried to go to Alistair Cockburn's Scrum Guide website, and the school blocks it for pornography. Got him.
What?
That's amazing.
What?
I could just VPN into it, but
I'm
What?
triggered.
oh man.
I was gonna say my website, my filter blocks it too, but for a different reason.
I clicked.
This Cockburn guy is very sketch.
But it talks about his tattoo. He's got a tattoo on his chest now.
Cool.
He also likes beer, apparently.
Wants to flip a coin. We could just
I
click
got
all
to
4 of them and then hope that at least 2 of them are.
I got into the guide site.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah, the way these questions work, like if you either select all of them or don't select any of them, you have the highest chance of getting the most points if you don't know what the answer is.
Yeah. Just let me
Hey!
do this.
Well, I think Eric found it, so he's gonna actually see if he can get the answer.
So the name Alistair Cockburn was clickbait.
Yeah, that's
I-
pretty much what I'm getting.
I got into the site, but I don't know. The info. This is like the most poorly formatted page I've ever seen in my life.
And submit.
This is like not worth going through. This is terrible. Holy crap! Whoever did it should be fired.
All in favor of just submitting?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay. And now I need to.
I'm just put it on his. My
Here we
son's
go. As
Y'all failed
Mitch
the
now
class.
deletes his search history. Oh.
Oh.
Dang.
That one's easy to contest, though. Easy to
all of them.
We got the one that we found word for word correct. That's good.
I guess those weren't. Change is bad.
What? It was all of them?
No, it
No,
was
it was
C
just-
and D were wrong.
It was just the first 2 and the last one.
Oh. Okay.
0.6, we'll take it.
Then what's the?
Yay!
It was D. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can address more paradigm clock.
It'd be funny if we got 7 wrong, but we didn't.
Oh, I should have read that one. D, not true, because the product manager is in charge of the backlog. The team can't add backlog items. So.
I think we got question 8 wrong.
Hey, we only missed one. Wait, no.
Oh, I was
That was
right.
Not bad.
I was right about B.
Nice
Go
job.
team.
Yay!
Oh yeah!
The
Woo!
last one though, man, I didn't even remotely find anything with that one.
Yeah.
Hey, but we got half points. We'll take it.
I'll take that any day.
So what's our total grade?
Yeah, it's blocked by Google Hangouts.
I don't know. Where does it show that?
Bottom right.
At the
Okay.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So close.
What is it?
Let's see. Oh, that's fine.
We
I
got a
got C
C.
plus. I mean C minus.
Oh well.
I mean, it's
We show
it's
us our
like
points back on the quiz next week. There's a challenge.
Okay. Well, I gotta get going now.
Or maybe not.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Pretty much we did it all.
Hey.
Thank you guys.
Are you good with that burn down chart, Magnolia? Hope so.
Hey, there's a quiz challenge next week, so we can just get our points back next week.
Yeah, we
And
can do
I'm not worried about it. It's literally worth
Yeah, I'm not
nothing.
worried about it either.
Yeah, dude, I'm too lazy to even do the test makeups. I haven't done a single one.